sports. It's in the game.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off and running from Houston. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now begin with a run by Mixon. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, this one's certainly off to an exciting start, partner. Hopefully this is the type of energy we're going to see the whole way today.
Defensive coaches, Kate, love to say, steal a possession, find a way to steal a possession. Well, they stole it on the very first play, and now put their offense in the driver's seat.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Now they send their back in motion right. Complete beyond the marker. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way. They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. Now the shotgun give to Spears. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
All right.
From the gun, Stroud. Forced out to his... Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another. Hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Spears will not score. The defense holds and stops him short of that goal line.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing...
And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Aubrey good on the point after. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Launches one deep down. They connect on the deep shot. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Fairbairn connects on the extra point. And the Texans chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun handoff now for Spears. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. They're lining up on the doorstep. 2nd and goal from inside the 1. Spears does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're headed in reverse after that sack. So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Stroud off the play fake. Flushed out of the puck, trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Running back sent in motion. Stroud now on 3rd. Into the hands of Schultz. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down. Running left is Mixon, and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 12 behind the sticks. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. Fourth down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number one. It's a two-score game early. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle. Halfway there on first down, that brings up second and 5. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. No gain on the play, and it leaves them with third and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Here's first and 10 from the 34. Spears trying this straight ahead. He breaks the tackle. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. That play good for 17 and a first down. They run once more with Spears. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. Only gets a yard there to make it second and 9.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Here we go, second and 9. Ferguson there to bring it in. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
And in for the Dallas touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys take a 3-possession lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A give to Mixon up the middle. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
Shotgun now, first round. Schultz with the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
I'm sure Coach, play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains in those early downs.
It's round throwing here on first. Connection made to Dell. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Texans are going to have a first down.
You want to become quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've got first down from the 31. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And it's a nice gain on the run, aided by that broken tackle. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. Here's Stroud now. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. That one vehemently swatted away. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short. Here he goes on the bootleg. Bails out of the pocket quick. Another turnover, this time it's an interception. Asante Samuel Jr. makes the play. And the Cowboys take over as he records his 10th career INT. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing it to start this drive. It's taken in by Washington. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the first down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Spears running behind center. He's got to gain a 6 there. Azeez Al-Shire that time on the tackle.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
And this is Spears. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
1st and 10, looking to throw. That's Lamb running the slant. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys boat racing them to the halftime locker room. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it a 24-point ball game. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Stroud to throw again on second. He's on the move. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Third down, Mixon gets it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Final timeout called by the Texans. The Texans set to punt. And he'll try to have his second punt top his first one. His kick is away, but it is short and straight up into the air. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. Completed here to Spears. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes.
Touchdown, Dallas! For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Looking to throw. This is complete to Schultz. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The kicking team all ready for the Texans, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he manages the 35 before